legacy, I can't help but think about my grandfather, a World War II veteran who came home, married his high school sweetheart, started a small business. He ran a gas station during the day, drove a taxi at night, and worked on a one-mule farm on the weekend. He embodied the American dream, and like so many South Carolinians, he helped build this state's economy one hard-earned day at a time. But today is not about the past. Today is about the future. It's about our children's generation and those to follow. It's about how we ensure that South Carolina remains a place where opportunity reaches every corner of our state, from small towns to major cities, from family businesses to global corporations. It's about how we work together to strengthen our competitiveness and how we make South Carolina the best place in America to live, work, and build a business. And that's why we're here today. After years of collaboration, conversation, and shared success, the boards and the memberships of both organizations have voted overwhelmingly to combine into one unified organization. Today, I am proud to officially announce the creation of the South Carolina Manufacturers and Commerce, the state's chamber. This merger represents far more than the joining of two entities. It represents a louder, stronger, and more forward-thinking voice for business and industry in South Carolina. Together, we will be united in purpose, speaking as one for all business, from the local business in rural Oconee County, Mr. President, to a Fortune 500 company based in Hartsville. Together, we stand for better results and a better South Carolina. This moment is about legacy, but more importantly, again, it's about our future. It's about setting the stage for the next century of business success in South Carolina. Together, as South Carolina Manufacturers and Commerce, we will continue to develop the state's economy into the most vibrant in the United States, creating opportunity and prosperity for all. And now, it's my honor to introduce my friend and colleague, Grant Burns, the chairman of the South Carolina Manufacturers Alliance, who will share more about this exciting new chapter and a special announcement about the leader who will guide us forward. Grant?
Good morning. Thank you, Thomas. It's been a pleasure working with you throughout this process, and I'm excited to continue our partnership, as we move on with an organization that's really unprecedented and has unprecedented potential for our state. Governor McMaster, Speaker Smith, and President Alexander, thank you for being here today. Your presence reflects the commitment that we have to work hand in hand with our state officials and the trust that you placed in us to move South Carolina forward. That ultimately is what this is all about. So I'm Grant Burns, as Thomas said. I'm Executive Vice President and General Counsel at AFL, which is a manufacturer of fiber optic cable and other fiber optics in Spartanburg County. It's my pleasure to serve as the chair of South Carolina Manufacturers Alliance. When the business community, from small enterprises to major manufacturers, joins forces with policymakers and educators and other stakeholders, everybody benefits. An organization as significant as South Carolina Manufacturers and Commerce deserves a president and CEO who meets the moment, someone who shares our values, someone who understands the challenges facing businesses and can be a strong advocate here at the State House, driving policy wins that improve lives across South Carolina. As we brought together the strengths of the South Carolina Manufacturers Alliance and the South Carolina Chamber, one name came to mind, and that was Sarah Hazard. Sarah is a respected executive, a trusted advocate, and a familiar presence here at the State House. With more than 20 years at SCMA, she's earned recognition from industry publications and was tapped by Governor McMaster to serve on the state's Pandemic Response Task Force. She knows where policy and politics intersect. Over the past 2 decades, she's helped shape major legislation from economic development and tort reform to workforce initiatives, infrastructure investment, and environmental policy. Sarah's leadership at SCMA has equipped her with the vision to build a strong team, deliver results, and ensure that every investor in South Carolina manufacturers and commerce receives the personal support that we've all come to expect. It's my honor to introduce President and CEO of the South Carolina Manufacturers and Commerce, Sarah Hazard.
Thank you, Grant, for that kind introduction, and to both you and Thomas, thank you for your hard work and leadership throughout this process. To both of you and to the boards and members of both organizations, thank you for the confidence that you have in me. I'm truly humbled and honored, and I will not let you down. Governor, you have been a tremendous partner for the business community. President Alexander and Speaker Smith, we thank you both for your leadership and longtime support of business and industry as well. To those of you in attendance today who have made the South Carolina Manufacturers Alliance and the South Carolina Chamber of Commerce strong, I can say without hesitation, our best days are ahead of us. Let me tell you why. As you have seen from the economic development announcements that come from the governor, and as you have heard from leaders across the state, South Carolina is on the move. For more than a decade, we have made record-breaking progress, attracting capital investment, new companies, and great jobs, ushering in a new era of prosperity. Now, we are on the cusp of a new opportunity, and I believe it is time for us to seize it. As someone said, it is too good to pass it up. SCMA and the South Carolina Chamber combined for over 900 members. When these members band together, we will build on the economic development momentum of the last decade. And that is what I can't wait to see. By combining forces with our friends at the Chamber and formalizing our partnership for the first time, we will move forward together, bigger, better, and more effectively. We will speak with one unified voice for manufacturers in the business community. This is an exciting and transformational opportunity. What does that mean? A larger and more effective organization for achieving critical policy goals, allowing our team to continue important advocacy work on behalf of the state's manufacturers and businesses, fighting for a competitive tax environment, available and affordable energy, meaningful lawsuit reform, modern infrastructure, a balanced regulatory framework, and a skilled and ready workforce. We must stay committed to this work and to the excellence that defines it, so South Carolina remains competitive and continues to build on the strong momentum that's been generated together with the governor, legislative leaders, and stakeholders. In the past, as two separate voices, we helped shape a strong South Carolina. But now, joined together, we speak as one, amplifying the voices of more than 900 businesses, from Greenville to Charleston, from Columbia to Myrtle Beach, from Sumter to Spartanburg. United, there's no challenge too great, no goal beyond our reach. When businesses speak with one clear voice, we can strengthen what makes our economy thrive and our families prosper. Because when South Carolina businesses succeed, our people succeed. And that is what this day and every day that follows is all about. Now, it is my pleasure to invite the Governor, President Alexander, and Speaker Smith to talk a little bit about today's announcements.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Just a few points. I'm sure that those of you who have been here many times have seen this kind of scene many times. And you'll notice the experience and the successes that these organizations have had, and also you notice anytime we do something like this, we always have leaders from different parts of the state with different interests, but we all communicate, collaborate, and cooperate. And this is a good example today with state government represented, businesses large and small all across the state, especially the manufacturers. This is a manufacturing state. We build things. But when you communicate, collaborate, and cooperate, that's what makes the difference. And as I say, you've noticed every time you've been here, that's what you see here, and that's why we're outrunning all of the competition. And we'll keep doing it. This is where dreams come true. We tell the young people, get your education here, get started here. Think about what you want to do. If you want to go away for a while, always come back, because there's not a better place in the whole country to live, work, and raise a family. And I say now, with this economy going, we've been booming. We're going to continue to boom. More and more people want to invest money in South Carolina, and that means in the people of South Carolina. We have to be sure they're strong, they're educated, they're healthy, they're safe, and we're doing that. And with this combination, making it official and making it a constant communication, collaboration, and cooperation, that means we're going into high gear, so everybody buckle up, because we're really getting moving. Thank you.
Governor, we certainly appreciate your leadership, and it's a great honor to be here today to be a part of this. Thomas Alexander, Senator, District 1, Oconee and Pickens County, and have the privilege of being the president of the South Carolina Senate. It's been decades that I've had a strong and productive relationship with both the Manufacturers Alliance and the South Carolina Chamber of Commerce. And so today, I think the optimism that we are sensing here is being shared today for this newly formed South Carolina Manufactured and Commerce stems not from its name, but from the people and the enterprises that give that name its true meaning. What were once, as we've heard this morning, separate voices advocating for our state's economic future will now speak in unison with greater strength and clarity to tell the stories of the businesses that make South Carolina home. We understand, it was mentioned earlier, we understand that when businesses succeed, our families prosper and our state advances. Ladies and gentlemen, I take great confidence today in knowing that the hand guiding this unified voice is one that we know and one that we respect. Sarah Hazard has long served as an invaluable resource to legislators on a wide range of issues. And there's no one better suited to lead this new chapter for South Carolina's business community. Now, we always agree on every issue. Even the best of friends certainly can have disagreements. But what I am saying is that with Sarah's steady leadership and the broad coalition that she represents, my door will continue to always remain open, and I will be ready to listen. Our business community, from the smallest businesses to our largest manufacturers, this new opportunity to join together with one voice across our state and at the State House. I look forward to working with Sarah, her team, the board, all the members of this new organization, the companies, everybody, the smallest to the largest, to build upon the economic development wins that we have celebrated over this past decade with the great leadership of our governor and his team, Team South Carolina. The governor mentions his 3 C's. I'll leave you with this. When we all work together, we all win. Indeed, the best and brightest days for South Carolina are ahead of us, and we celebrate with y'all today on this major announcement. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
I should introduce you.
Well, thank you. I'll introduce myself, Mr. President. Appreciate it. I'm Merle Smith, and I have the honor of representing Sumter County in District 67 and Speaker of the South Carolina House of Representatives. I can tell you last Friday, I had the honor to be in Ellis Island, New York, accepting the chairmanship of the Speakers Conference Association. Had 35 speakers from across the country at that event and spoke about South Carolina and encouraging people to come and attend the conference next year in South Carolina. But one thing I remarked, and this brings this to my mind today, is that South Carolina is not only, I told them, South Carolina is not only participating in the modern economy, we're leading the modern economy. And why are we leading the modern economy? Because we have a great governor, Henry McMaster, who has brought everybody together and taught us that there is no I in team. And what we love to refer to in South Carolina, our secret sauce is Team South Carolina. And Team South Carolina is not only the House, not only the Senate, not only the governor, it's the business community, it's everyone who has a collective interest in this great state. And why South Carolina is succeeding is because we have foresight to work together and realize that we're stronger together than we are apart. And Grant and Thomas, I thank you all for buying into that concept and realizing and having the foresight to bring these two organizations together. And more importantly, I congratulate both your boards in appointing Sarah Hazard as your new leader, someone who is known, who is trusted, and who is effective. And the promise of South Carolina is bright right now, especially in the fact that we are going to continue to thrive in this modern economy, continue to create jobs that make South Carolina a great place to work, live, and raise a family. And it's an honor for me to be here today to celebrate this new organization, this organization that is going to put priorities not only on our manufacturing, not only on our medium businesses, but our small businesses, because that's what brings us great. Small businesses and large businesses all have to survive off of one another, and I am as proud as I can be to be here today to celebrate this win, and this is a big win for South Carolina, and I look forward to what the future holds for us in this great state. And as the governor says, as the president says, when we work together, we win, and we're going to start winning all the time now after this day. So thank you for being here, and thank you, the board members and the people who have made this possible. I look forward to working with you over these next few years.
All right, thank you, Governor, President Alexander, and Speaker Smith. Now I would like to invite Grant and Thomas to take a seat and for our speakers to stand behind them as our two chairs sign documents that will be part of our organizations coming together. Now we're going to reveal our new logo for the South Carolina Manufacturers and Commerce. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.